Welcome to Old Word New Use, a channel where you can expand your knowledge of English not by having your head explode from words like recondite or sesquipedalian, but through learning popular expressions which include words you already know. Linguists have done a great job in determining that by knowing as few as 2,000 word families, a person is able to understand more than 90% of spoken English speech. That figure goes up to 95% if you have 4,000 word families in your vocabulary. And if you know 10,000 words, over 98% of English speech will be familiar. But let me say something important here. On this channel, it doesn't really matter how few or how many words you already know. Sure, words are the backbone of any language, but we're here to make our speech sound a little more than a dry string of lexemes. I bet you want to be able to express yourself in a way that will make the listener admire your speech. And if not for that, then for being able to quickly find inside your head a phrase that will replace the word you don't yet know and sound eloquent at the same time.
Nihilification.
If so,
this channel is for you!
Naturally, we will learn new words. It's simply unavoidable. But our focus will be on the so-called old ones. To demonstrate the concept, let us take one such word. Not to go far, let's take one from the title of this channel, old. We know this word just after the first couple of English lessons, but this small word has much substance. You can see for yourself by typing old into any dictionary. But how to know what to learn and what to skip? Well, that's where I come in. I have enough experience speaking, listening, and writing in English to be able to pick the pearls out of that dunghill of a dictionary entry and serve them to you on a platter. Like so. Say, what do you call a person who's very experienced and very good at some one type of job? You call that person an old hand. No, not literally. It's a figurative expression, much like dozens of other expressions we'll be going through on this channel. If you have spent years wake surfing, you're an old hand at it, unlike me. This expression can be applied to almost anything, like politics.
You're an old hand at it, but we're looking for new players.
Or hunting prey.
Mother is an old hand at this.
Or any other physical or mental skill. One important thing about this phrase is the preposition at. For instance, I'm an old hand at running away from bullies. More often, however, this phrase will sound like, he's an old hand at this, or I'm an old hand at it. And there you go, you've just learned a new way to say what's on your mind without learning any new words, which saves your mental energy to learn even more. For example, the word dunghill, which I used earlier to describe a mass of something no one would want to dig around in. The word dung literally means excrement from animals, which is used to improve the agricultural qualities of soil. The word hill you probably know, it's a small mountain. But when put together, these two words can mean more than an actual pile of cow poop. It can be used to describe a bad neighborhood, a filthy house or apartment.
Oh, please allow me. You a guest in my house, man. Shit, make yourself at home.
Or something more abstract like a person's status, or just about any lowly place or state. As with the previous idiom, it is important to distinguish the different uses for each expression. Namely, if you're talking about somebody's apartment,
Hey, make sure your ass is on that plastic.
You say, his place is such a dunghill. But there's also a set expression, to rise from the dunghill. It is used when you're describing a person escaping an abstract bad state or place, like being poor. For instance, for a period of her childhood, Oprah Winfrey lived with her family in a house with no electricity or running water. I don't care where you're from, that home was a dunghill. But if we speak not about a concrete place, but an idea of a bad living situation, we say, Oprah rose from the dunghill. You have to use the because now it's an idiom, not just a metaphor. And just like that, in mere minutes, you've learned a few ways to express yourself with words you likely already knew. If you want your speech to be more cultured and your English more flexible, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, hit like and share this video with your friends. And if you want to know how many English words you already know, go to howmanywords.org and test yourself. Thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next video.